What is good, 2K family? Man, it is outrageously amazing what is happening over in 2K. We got the news for the city and so much more. Actually, some my career stuff a little later, but it's been a wild ride. I cannot begin to tell you guys how excited I am for this. Did not expect everything that I've been talking about to be in the game, but it really is a bunch of key features I've been asking for a while, and it's officially implemented. And so let's lock in and make sure that you are ready. It's looking really good this year for what they're doing. You're watching all of the city right here in this very quick clip, and this is the trailer of the actual and new system. So much to get into. This is a long deep dive. We're not going to rush this, so make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Get yourself a drink and a snack. Take some notes if you want about things that you're looking forward to, because they have a little bit for everyone. Right? When I mean a little bit for everyone, I mean a little bit for everyone. I want to just showcase the city area. All right, this is kind of what it's looking like when it comes to when you're walking around. You pretty much got access to everything in one location. This is the best I've ever seen it. Right? I'm tired of running around for 10 hours. We just gonna go right here, hit any mode you want. You meet up in the center. Where we going? And that's the wave. So super good stuff. All right, with all that out of the way, we're gonna go step by step, taking you through the journey, discussing. We're gonna stick to this footage so that you can kind of see what exactly they're bringing to the table. And it's a good year, man. It's a good year. So many cool things like this. Swapping your build instantly is really ridiculous, like absolutely insane. So I cannot wait to try this out and run it up, man. We might full time this, man. What is it going to take? How much bread do we need to make, right? Like financially, we got to figure that out and just stick to 2K for the rest of the year. So seasonal parks, this is the first thing that we want to talk about, and it's one of the biggest things in the game, in my opinion, for people who played the park a lot like me in the old days and then just didn't feel the same anymore. This is crazy. So every couple weeks, 6 weeks, every season, basically, you're going to get a brand new park. Okay. And I want to kind of showcase some of these parks and talk about it just very quickly. This is like the Heights in New York. If you're a New Yorker, you know what I'm talking about. So they have this as a key thing that's really good. They have Skyline Park, Hamilton Station, pretty good. These are kind of remind me of blocks. The thing is, there's too many parks, but it reminds me of some blocks where you play. This one right here, Sunset Beach. You guys all love that in the old days. Have the Rivet City. Old Town is coming back. Of course, Rivet City. So those are some of the parks right now. Of course, there probably is more. I don't want to sell y'all on some crazy brand new thing that don't exist, but that's a lot already. And just having the changes is fire, in my opinion. I think it's super necessary, and it's going to open the game up for us to be able to feel good about coming to the parks. Feels fresh every season, so you could jump out there and have a good time, you know, do what you do. And then the Skyline is going to be the first one, and you can see right here, this is some really bright spots, but we should be cooking up in here, man. It's going to be a great time. And there's a lot of reasons to play the park this year for the first time. And one of them is right here. We're going to pause this and just kind of go through this information so you can know what that is, right? So this is crazy. You got park MVPs. So top reps are basically the park MVPs. And you can see them when they have a logo, or when they in the court, you can see that they're on a court, and you're capable of getting 5 times rep and 5 times VC if you win a game against them. And so it's definitely doable, and you can do it every 3 hours. So you're going to want to do that. The second thing is streak settler. All right. So basically you can set streaks in the parks like we always have. And the longest one will have a spotlight right on the side of the court. So it's like you basically get your own shine for having that in there. And then the second part of that is breaking the streaks. You're capable of basically shutting someone's streak down in the game. Okay, so you can personally destroy someone and you end up getting 20k VC, 1000 VC, depending on the size, up to 30,000 VC if you kill a 30 streak win. So that is crazy. And I am excited about that. To me, that's probably one of the best things. This is what I've been asking for a long time. All right, you got the MVP right here, and you're capable of seeing the streak that someone is on and try to break their streak. You get 20k. This is something I've said for almost 10 years now. You guys watch me making content. I was playing NBA Live and NBA 2K. And I was like, I'm tired of the park. It's not good enough. Just going out here and waiting for a match when I could match make, it's not worth it. They got to do something. And I broke this all down. The exact same thing, literally about 8 years ago. Something like that. So this is pretty crazy. 5 times rep and 5 times XP. That is game breaking, good news, and exciting, fun stuff. So we're going to definitely be cooking up in the park this year. We want to go, and I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but my content creators, y'all about to catch one. I love y'all. I know y'all be out here trying to cheese the game, going to random courts. Well, this year it's a whole nother thing. It's going to be popping. But yeah, I'm loving that. I think it's definitely the biggest W for the park, specifically all of these features. And then also you get 25% extra rep. Just being in these courts. Just being in these courts, you're going to get 25%. That means like when there's no events, you could just come over to the park and try to get some quick rep so you can level up. You know what I mean? Now we're going to talk about the seasonal top park players and all these billboard stuff. If you didn't know, basically they're capable of putting leaderboards on every mode. So you can be the top #1 in the rec, top #1 in theater, or whichever mode. But also for the park, they have their own system as well. You can see right here all the names that are going to be placed in there. So that is great in my opinion. And then we're going to talk about the crew. The crew's crazy. So you're going to have a really awesome thing coming back to the game. It's kind of different, but basically it's called the crew. And you're able to establish a team of 50 players, and you go out there and you can earn special rewards, things like custom crew logos, custom brand outfits that you can upload, 4 cap breakers and max +1 spots, VC and rep multipliers when you're in the crew, and then unlimited boost, which I want to see more about this. I want to know how that officially works as far as the rewards and all that. You're gonna take a long time. You're gonna, because I'm not gonna just grab random people. I want grinders, but I also don't need you to quit your job and like end up homeless because you want to play 2K to get some rep. But you see right here, this is the system where you customize your build and your play style when it comes to the crew. Definitely got to figure out a good logo in the future. We got to get an artist to help us with it. But yeah, so you're looking at it right here. 10 games with the crew, you get some XP, all of that stuff, and you complete all the rewards, you get 10k VC. I just want to know what are the max rewards and how does it function, We're going to find out, but that's one of the most interesting things that I personally love. Excited about. I definitely love it. And so we'll see what happens. And we want to pause right here and look at some of the rewards. So when you get to actual 22, you're going to get a cap breaker, which is crazy. And you get the max tier +2 at 23. It looks like 30 might be the highest level we've seen in this video. And, you can get 50 times rep just by going in here. Man, we got to build a real crew. We about to take this a little too serious because these rewards are fire. And this is incentive to play the game, I'm definitely rocking with this. It's going to get crazy, guys. Then you got unlimited boosts when teaming up with your crew members in the park. That is wild. I'm going to have a team member at all times, man. We need full-time members. Sheesh. You get unlimited boosts on everything. Let's go. Check it out. Look, we got more tier 1s, tier 2s, 100% extra rep, when you team up with your teammates. Dang, that is crazy. And then another cap breaker. So we could see multiple cap breakers, multiple max plus ones and twos. That to me is crazy. And I gotta figure out who I'm gonna put on here, man. I've been kind of just enjoying myself, but you might take it a little too serious. This yo, full time this joint, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So, anyways, I wanted to just make sure we break that down in detail so you can know how the crews work. I'm all in for it. Right? I'm just saying, I'm all in for it. And then they talk about these challenges, right? So this is kind of its own little thing to help you boost yourself and get you to that next level. Unlock special things that are unique to the system. Now the question is like, what exactly is the challenges? You're gonna get cap breakers, VC. Like, bro, this might be the year, dude. 500. Sheesh. But let's talk about the leaderboards. This is the thing that I was saying earlier, these billboard leaderboards where they're keeping track every day, every Friday, who's on top of the leaderboards. And this is fire. Like, I don't know. I'm undecided on where I want to be. But as you can see right now, people's statues are in front of it. They're showcased there. They're going to get templates. You see the guy's head on the left? That's a player's statue. So it's wild. I think 2K, look at this. That is so fire to be able to have your own character in game. And man, I'm an old head. All this stuff isn't for me, right? Like, it's for kids. But even as a grown ass man, I have a good time with it. I don't mind. I love this stuff. It's like, when I get on a game, I'm just trying to relax and have a good time. So this is definitely W, especially for younger kids. They're probably gonna cry when they get a statue, to be honest with you. But yeah, and it's gonna be hard work. Don't get it twisted. There's gonna be some sweats in every mode now, trying to win, go hard. So have fun with that and make it do what it do. I'm gonna have my fun, but I'm not crying a river over this joint. You feel me? Gonna do what we gotta do. I want to talk about the reps real quickly and the legends, right? So they're representing those people and recognizing them. They're gonna still be displayed and stuff like that. And the way they talked about the rep this year, you're gonna get the same system, 5 tiers, right? So you got rookie, starter, veteran, and legend for the rep system, and you're gonna still get all the good rewards. They really didn't display that yet. I think that's gonna come up at another time. We'll find out. Once they do that and they showcase it fully, we'll know what the difference is. Now I want to move on to something that's fire. Y'all guys know I play privately, pro-am tournaments for some leagues and stuff like that, but now I feel like I'm going to play on my account publicly and join in on a pro-am in-game events, because they have tournaments and they got fun stuff in here. You can go and just chill out. I don't know, comparing this to getting real money, I prefer the real money. This is definitely a W. And basically what it is twice a season. That means like every 3 weeks, you're going to get a 3-on-3 and 5-on-5 tournament. And in these tournaments, they're on the weekend, of course, Saturday and Sunday. And then you're capable of going off. If you play enough games, I think it's 10 games in here, you're capable of getting into the tournaments, and then you can win some rewards and stuff like that. That to me is amazing, because let's be honest, the pro team don't care about none of y'all. They don't care about none of these modes. I mean, we spend all our time playing competitively, and even if we're free, we'll most likely, hey, let's run some scrimmage, and then we'll have another team play privately with us. So a big change. And this is a cool one. This is for offline players who want to play in the tournaments in the streets against AI. Well, it's back. You can co-op this time. So that is fire. You're going to get together with some friends, jump in these modes, kind of work on your game. And it also lets you earn your season pass. So I think that's amazing. You also have abilities to just upgrade your character and do all that. So this is a fire thing in my opinion, because I personally prefer to play group. You know, just me. That's just me. So we can do that when we want to try to get our badges, when we just chill out. And anybody watching this like new to 2K, or maybe you're returning, like go in here, man, get your badges, bro. Don't go out to the park and play, or to any mode and play, and then tell them, my bad, I'm just trying to get my badges, when you're jacking up crazy shots just to get your badges. That happens way too often, even with friends that I know. They're just trying to sell you when it's like, dude, that was a bad take, bro. If you're not wide open, don't do it. You know? And I want to take a second to actually look at these rewards for a second, because I really need to know, you know what I mean? Like, what you giving me, man? And we got to pay attention, because it's going to be good, hopefully. You see right here, some VC. Gonna climb up these charts. That's pretty fire. It's up to 40 is what it's looking like. Right? You got Shaq's head. You got the season level XP rewards, which are easy. You know, these modes are very easy to do, guys, but you're getting some decent VC. And then for the level 40, basketball head with the crown. I like that. Even though it's silly, but I'm all for this. This is gonna be a fun mode, especially if you're just starting off and you want to get your character build badges together and all that. Hey, more power to you. Now, MyCourt, I'm not sure, this isn't confirmed, but I also mentioned this a lot, and I've said how much I hated the fact that they didn't do what I wanted in here, which is MyCourt having all the training. So, you know, when you do those drills and you can run a play, I love that. And if MyCourt can add it, what it does is allows us to, you know, run some sets with somebody who's learning the game. I coach a lot of people. I gotta have multiple players just to learn, help them learn in game. Now we might have something crazy. You have all this stuff in the MyCourt. I think, I don't know if it's outside of it, but it sounds like it is gonna let you put that all into the game. Then of course you got the customizations of the courts, which look fire this year. They got on the court customizations this time. They're really letting you go all out, changing the rim and all that stuff. Just kind of like the pro-am scene that they had before, and the old days for 2K. Really good stuff in my opinion. And I still a lot more that I want to go over that they briefly touched on, that it's also only in the report. The swapping builds in game, you can go into the menu and just swap to a different build, so you don't have to worry about that. To me, that's a W, because, you know, it's like, oh, I'll be back. And then it takes them like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Now it takes less than 5 seconds, less than 3 seconds to swap, to do that. Then they also talked about my career, and they said that there's like basically kind of 2 paths. You can try to perform very well and get drafted into the NBA. And then there's the agent, who's gonna help you do different ways to get into the NBA, and working with NBA players and trying to build your name in a different way. And then they confirmed that you will be able to play past your regular just couple of cutscenes type stuff, and then you're gonna be able to go all the way into the playoffs with a storyline. So y'all know I'm gonna be on that heavy. That's kind of what they said. I'm not sure how that's gonna work and what's that mean. I really don't know. But they have endorsements opportunities as well, so that you can do what you got to do, go from there. That's pretty much the whole breakdown when it comes to it. And I want to take a moment to just kind of briefly touch on a couple things that I was thinking about and that I saw that I love, that I cannot wait for. And I just kind of show you a couple of things in here, and we'll go through the pictures while I talk. So this right here is Proving Grounds. It looks like a boxing ring, the UFC style. But yeah, we'll throw some hands in here, y'all. Who want to go at it, bro? Listen, let me work out a little bit, get back in shape, and go one-on-one this fight. But yeah, that's pretty funny. Then this is the Proving Ground, again, the statue. Just a couple screenshots that I wanted to showcase on some different things. You're looking at different courts. You can see right here, this is the theater. full court version, and have the very, I think this is the rec of or that throwing. Looks like the rec. That's definitely the rec. So you got the rec in there as well. Skip all these videos. This is that 2x rep when you beat an MVP. Find them on the court. And one of the biggest news right here was, can you earn crew XP while playing by yourself? Yes, you can earn crew XP in the park, theater, rec, proving grounds, and every game contributes to your crew's level progression. And then you can customize outfits, cap breakers. We already talked about that. Playing alongside your crew boosts how much XP you earn, letting you get up there even faster. So you're gonna want to be with somebody at all times. Go from there. This is a first look at all of the different things. Ante Up, Starting 5, and Theater still in the game. This is how you swap the characters very quickly. You could just floop, switch. Look at the names. There's some names in here. Rim Reaping, Rim Runner. Hey, I'll take it. Versatile Paint Creator. That's an interesting one. Ball Hawk. I can't see the rest. Flasher, probably. But yeah, so a lot of good stuff. These are some of the new outfits. The pictures that I showed you guys earlier from the parks. We're not going to go through that again. Then this is a new theater mode. It's called Deep Impact 4-pointer. Have the start of 5. Only 4 levels, 4 areas. VP. Have statues. That's pretty much it. And this is the big one too, to see what's out here and how that's gonna flow. You know, I go to the rec a lot when I'm by myself, to solo rec, just to fool around. Starting 5 is actually a good mode if you just want to chill out by yourself and not get sold. Ante Up, of course, get that bread. And then MyCourt is right here, which is I'll be a lot. That's where I start off every day. And the street is popping right there. This is a good setup. You know, I like it. I personally rocking with it this year. And that's pretty much the whole rundown, folks. There's a couple more pictures I got in here. They're all similar. Get to see each of these areas a little cleaner. Get nice. Like it. It says casual court. No squads. And then they brought back the very cool Legends tribute. Hopefully they keep doing that, because I deserve it, man. I worked really hard. So for me, this is a W of a year. I don't care what anybody tell y'all, man. The gameplay looks fire. The overall game looks incredible for me personally. So I'm super hyped. I might full-time this joint, man. I'm gonna have to get my money right, man. Just don't do no other work and just solely focus on 2K, man. What y'all think, man? You know, I'll take 200K and then we're good for the year. We could be out here doing the work, man. All right, y'all stay safe, take care, man. I'll hit y'all up. Stay blessed. See you on the next one. Should be popping up on screen. Peace.